Welcome to Autumn Makeup Megamix number 3. I think it's 3 anyway. God, I hope it's not 4. Otherwise that would have been really dragging on. Quite a nice variety of different brands for you in this one for all budgets. So hope you like it. Not sure which one I'll start with, but anyway, on to the first look. My hair's massive. I've been trying out this TG Bedhead Sugar Dust, and you just kind of sprinkle it in your hair and then do this on your roots and creates loads of volume, but I really like it actually. I haven't done it that well, sorry. Just been messing around before I was filming. Avon, and I've picked out a few things from Avon that are really nice and autumnal, but they won't break the bank. I'll put all the links in the information box. I've already got on the Cashmere Finish Foundation in Natural Beige. I've mentioned this in a few other videos as well, but it's a really nice light, kind of flawless finish, not too heavy at all. And I've got a touch of bronzer on, Earthen Rose, and it's just a nice matte kind of contouring powder. And the main things I want to show you for eyes actually. So this is the compact, the quad for autumn winter. It's called Glitz and Glamour, but also this new product which is a kind of big chunky shadow pencil, and this is in Chocolate Melt and Cream Dream. It's got a really light end and a brown end, and if you've used Supershock before, the eyeliner, gel eyeliner, you'll know that it's amazing. It goes on really easily and it stays on all day. So what I'm going to do is just quickly apply both those products and see what happens. So I'm applying the gold all over the lid. Which is a very lovely gold indeed. And I'm going to be using this big chunky shadow pencil just to define the eyes. I'm going to use the light shade just to highlight the inner corners. So I've just taken that to the inner corners of the eyes, and you could even use it as a bit of a highlighter there. Underneath the brows and on top of the Cupid's bow. And then I'm just going to finish off with some lip gloss. This is the Plump Pout. I've got a feeling it might be called Brown Sugar. I quite like the finish on that. It is very tingly actually. It was a little bit hot when I first put it on, but it's not painful at all. A lot of these plumping lip glosses seem to be, but don't mind this too much at all. I think it's got quite a nice effect. So that is my Avon autumn look. I'm just going to do a very quick 60-ish type look using Jemma Kidd Cosmetics. I've already done my base. I've used Finish Moisture Tint in shade 2. I can't remember whether they still make this or not, but I stocked up about a year ago, so I still have a couple of tubes left. I'm pretty sure this is the one that they still do, but I'll have to double check and I'll put it in the information box. Anyway, I'm going to be using this palette, which I really love. It's just come out. It's called the Glamour Kit. And inside it's got a few different eye options, and then this brilliant lip and cheek tint, and also an eye primer. Now, I thought this was quite genius because eye primer tends to be one of those things that, unless it's right there and you've got it to hand, you might not bother putting it on. But it really does make a great difference to the last of the eyeshadow and also the intensity of the colour. And so I like the fact it's there, right there, next to the eye colours, and you can just pat it on with your fingertips and it's easy. So I think that's a really, really good thing to include in a palette. And I'm also going to be using something that I've used every day for the last couple of weeks. This is the Blushwear Cream Cheek Colour in Pawpaw, just a really nice natural cream blush. So I'm using this all over the lid. Swapping brushes already. Those little brushes are great for if you don't have anything else to use. But I do prefer something with a slightly bigger brush to it. And then I'm going to take the slightly darker shade, just closer to the lash line and perhaps a little bit underneath. And then I'm taking the black liner and just pushing that into the lash line. You actually need to wet the little brush a little bit just to get the most out of the liner. Just get it really nice and black. And then just finishing off with some cheek and lip tint on the lips. Just a really nice corally colour. Sometimes find that those can be a little bit drying, so you might want to just top it off with a little bit of lip balm. And then the Paw cheek tint cream blusher, sorry, which I've just been using non-stop. It's really easy to use, really easy to blend out. You can build the colour up if you need to, so just keep on adding layer after layer. Obviously don't go too over the top, just gives a nice little flush. So that's just a couple of things that I've picked out from Jemma Kidd for autumn. Really love all of that. Eyes, lips, face, or elf makeup. And the first thing I want to show you is the matte lip colour, which I think is quite a new addition to the Studio line. Studio line, everything's £3.50 I think. And this is Coral. And I've got it on at the moment, and it's just a really nice texture and finish. Slightly drying, but I use it over a lip balm, and I find that it works really well. Anyway, for £3.50 I think it's pretty good really. And I really like the shade. I think it will look good, quite 60s with the smoky eye. This is a Mellow mauve. Looks like that. Just to add a little flush of colour. And then some of these eyeshadows you've actually already seen in my bonfire video. That's Raspberry Truffle, which has got lots of red in it, which is perfect for autumn. And then there's Saddle, which I also really like, and one called Coffee Bean, which has got quite a glimmer to it. But I'm going to use Raspberry Truffle. And you can see that when that's on, it doesn't look too red at all. It's only when it kind of catches the light, really. And I'll pop a little bit of the Saddle underneath, I think. And that's all I'm going to do. So just a couple of really basic good essentials there, all of them £3.50. I quite like the fact that Elf just have this pricing structure and that's it, you know what you're going to pay, which is quite handy really. But they are really good for stocking up on basics. And I like this matte lip colour a lot, even if it does need a little bit of lip balm underneath. So that's Eyes, Lips, Face, and I've got a feeling this might be the last video in this section of Megamix. So I hope that's given you some good ideas for less expensive suggestions. I know Jemma Kidd isn't a kind of a budget brand, but I think it's really good quality makeup and it's affordable. So that's it from me for this video, and I shall see you in the next one.